Well, I have quite a few people or students will come through here and to get their, he has to come in every once in a while and get his oxygen fix. These are native to the United States. I also have Venus flytraps, which are only native to North and South Carolina. Nowhere else in the world. That's their claim to fame. These flowers are the flowers from these upright pitchers. And I have more. These are all the tropical pitchers. And for the grandchildren, I have, ants here and there, and we have a fly on the Venus flytrap and things like that. So yeah.
Greenhouse bitch, also known as teaching assistant working in the greenhouse for the semester. When you have a teaching garden, you can come here and you're able to really get a full aspect of everything and all the different types of morphology within the plants, as well as kind of how they might look more in the wild, because Harold's has this space to grow them out instead of just having single samples of them. And it also makes it really great for learning about when things flower and how things flower, and understanding kind of how the physiology of the plants work, and different things like that that are just hard to show without having a teaching garden like this where students can come.
We've seen a lot of, or I've just seen in the time I've been here, the demise of a lot of nice teaching collections. I mean, they're just gone because of budgets, basically.
It's a lot more fun to learn when you have the actual living plants in front of you, and when Harold's able to have all these tropical plants that we can't get out in the field here. It kind of makes the learning experience a lot more fun and interactive than reading in a textbook. And it allows people to get really a good hands-on experience, and I think that's important, especially in the sciences. Or the greenhouse often has art majors come by that do paintings of the different plants and use them as their models, which is really cool because you have a lot of different shapes and a lot of different colors to work with here.
And to me, the excitement of it, I mean, that's just, I love working with students, love, sharing knowledge. And we do a lot of culinary things for some of the examples to try to make a connection with the students. So we have parsley, chives, lavender, rosemary's in another room. We have bay. We like to show this. Okay, here, you gotta tell me what it is. You sniff it. Just get a nice sniff and tell me what it is. I've heard that before. Close, really close. What else is cloves and cinnamon? Mm-hmm. Just intrigue somebody. I mean, there are people that will come in that, good cooks or whatever, but you give them like a fresh bay leaf or the cinnamon leaf or something like that, and it just blows their minds that, they'd never really put it together that it comes from the plant. Everybody seems to be less concerned about, like, say, where their food comes from or where, the need to save plants. there's so many so many reasons. Starting out with some of the basic food ideas, they also help, clean air. They stabilize soil and shorelines, building material. I mean, just how usable and useful they are. I mean, it's just you can go in any direction. Medicine. I mean, okay, you don't even, you wouldn't even have to like a plant, but I think you need to understand its value. And that's the only way that I see, that we can keep going forward productively, is if people, realize the value of plants. And I think it's the younger generations that we need to start working on for the awareness again.
As our climate continues to change and temperatures continue to change, we need to understand how our environment is going to change and how these plants are going to change that's producing the oxygen that we need to survive. And I think the more people that we get to study this, we can start to create solutions that are feasible and that everybody could agree on. And I think it all starts from the classroom and learning more about these organisms and how we can learn to help them. And I hope that we can continue to have plant biologists and physiologists in general that are able to solve these problems in the future.